Hey guys, my name is Spencer Postans. I'm the warehouse manager here at Appomattox River Company. Today we're going to take a little time out of our day to show you how to load a couple boats. We're going to show you how to load on top of a vehicle with racks, with bars, and we're going to show you how to load into the back of a truck bed or on top of a vehicle with no bars. So come along with me and we'll show you how to load these boats up. So let's start with one of your more popular sit-on-top boats, our Wilderness Systems Tarpon 120. This is probably Appomattox River Company's most sold boat, so it's safe to say that we load this more than any other boat here at the shop. The first thing you want to do before you load your boat is make sure that anything that can be removed from the boat is removed from the boat. Something like this should ride inside the cab of the vehicle. You should definitely not trust your tying down or the wind to keep this on top of the vehicle. Another thing to look for is removable dry boxes like the Tarpon 120 has. Once everything's been removed from the boat, the other thing you want to do is check and make sure all the hatches are closed and your seat is strapped down. The next thing you want to do is to go ahead and secure your straps or your rope on top of the vehicle. When positioning your straps on top of your vehicle, the main thing to notice is that you put the strap in the center of your bars. This will allow you plenty of room to lay your boat on top of the vehicle and not get in the way of your straps. Once the boat is placed, we'll be able to lay the straps over top of the vehicle, put it around the bar, and attach it to so. And now we'll load the boat. Two things to pay attention here. The main thing being, find the center of your boat. That's normally given away by two main areas. With a sit-inside boat or a sit-on-top boat, there's some type of label right here. Old Town is notorious for that, all you Old Town canoe fans. Your sit-on-top boats normally have some type of handle or some type of system that lets you know that that's the center of the boat. When loading on top, this is the key giveaway that you're in the safe zone. This needs to be as center of your two bars as possible. The other thing to remember is that if you do have rack pads on top of your vehicle, make sure that that boat is actually sitting on the rack pads. Just because they're up there doesn't mean the boat's actually sitting up there. Once you've got the boat placed, bring your straps around that we had preset earlier. Oh, of course. There we go. When running these straps, always remember the strap goes under the bar, over the boat, under the bar, and then it meets itself. Pull the strap through the cam buckle and pull down. You'll see everything kind of tighten itself. Pro tip, have the buckle kind of fairly high up on the boat. Gives you a little bit more room to pull down on it. After you drive about 50 or 75 miles, you're going to want to check that and make sure it's still tight. Tighten the boat, but remember, don't over tighten. It's a little warm out here today, so we don't want to over tighten and crush the boat. While it's not a ratchet strap, it still has the potential to crush warm plastic. You're going to use straps. It's highly recommended in the boating community to use what's called a cam strap. That's a strap that feeds through a buckle and simply is released by a button on top. I know. You want to use your ratchet strap. Please don't. If you're tying down furniture, an ATV, bed of a truck, that's one thing. But boats have give. This is plastic we're talking about. Ratchet straps allow you to over tighten and crush your boat. It's highly recommended that you don't use ratchet straps. When you're done, first thing to check is grab the boat. You can shake the vehicle with the boat. That's the first good sign. Take your excess strap, wrap it around the bar. Luckily for us on our Jeep Wrangler here, it's got a good bar spread with a 12-foot boat. So it's not necessary to put a bow or stern line on that, but we highly recommend it for any transportation of boats. What that is a bow line, goes on the front of the boat. We do an overhand knot and run this to the front handle of your boat. That then runs down to the front bumper or front tow point on the vehicle. Some of you are wondering, well, I'm not going to drive 70 miles an hour backwards. This is true. But what happens if you slam on the brakes? Or worst case scenario, you rear end somebody. A rear line on the boat prevents the boat from sliding forward. That way, in case something terrible does happen, or just by having chance you do drive fast backwards, this prevents the boat from sliding forward in any way. So, we've got a strap here, here, one on the bow, and one on the stern. This vehicle will be safe to drive as far as you need to drive it. All right, so we've covered how to put a boat on top of a vehicle, but not everybody drives an SUV or a vehicle with bars on it. So for all you truck guys out there, we're going to show you how to put a boat right in the bed of your truck. Use 2 ropes, and it's not going anywhere. Now, just like we showed you before, the first thing to do with a boat like this, remove anything that can be removed from the boat. Second thing, check the seat, make sure it's clipped, hatch is closed, and now we're ready to load. The main 2 points are making sure that the boat doesn't exit the back of the truck and fly out and hit anybody behind you. To prevent that, we run a rope from the stock tie down point inside the bed of the truck to the handle, back to the other tie down point. We then grab our rope, 1 twist, 2 twist, and make what's known as a trucker's hitch. Run that rope through there, and now you've got a tie down point. Pull tight, overhand knot with an overhand knot. As Colton likes to say, it's good when you can play bass on it. So that's one thing. Now that'll prevent the boat from exiting through the back. But what about the lift? That's easy. Same concept, you just go from the bumper. Overhand knot, round the bumper, pro tip, be mindful of your tailgate wires. They're friendly until they're not. Be sure to run your ropes underneath them. Trucker's hitch. Pull tight. Boat's not going anywhere. Either cut or tie off the excess. Now, safety is our #1 concern here at ARC. Anything hanging out past the tailgate, past 2 feet, needs some type of flag on it. So don't be a fool. Put a flag on your stuff. That way you don't get to meet our nice local law enforcement. That's the professional tips, guys, on how to load some boats on top of a vehicle and in the back of a truck. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to give us a shout here in Farmville. Give us a call at 434-392-6645 or give us a shout online, www.paddleva.com, or hit us up on Facebook.